now see Reds 6 and 7 collapse to sit in behind Red 1. Reds 8 and 9 will also move in to form our world-famous Diamond 9. Leading the team for the second year this year is one of your own, he's an Essex boys. On the right-hand side of Red 1 is Red 2, Clacton Airshow. Well, this is his first year with the team. Uniquely, he was taken from training and made straight into instructor on the board. Before then, completing his own training, joining the Typhoon Force, where he served operations with the 3 Squadron over Iraq and Syria, and then became an instructor on the Operations Conversion Unit, 29 Squadron, all based in RF Cosby in Lincolnshire. You now see the centre stem move forward, such the wings of formation moving rearward. Reds 8 and 9 split, one of the widest formations we fly in 2025. From the left, in the Swan. From Red 1, almost robotic and monotone in that delivery, and that's because we fly our formation by ear rather than by eye, and this means the pilots on the outside of the formation put their inputs into the control code just a little bit earlier than those on the inside to make the formation move as one. Reds 8 and 9 move in to sit behind 2 and 3 to form the shape of one of the most iconic aircraft in aviation history. Red 1 continues to bring them around to left, the smoke comes on in the Concorde. He flew the Aviate-B while on exchange with the United States Marine Corps, which is a Harrier variant, before then coming back to the UK. And he's the first pilot on the Red Arrows to have flown our new Royal Air Force 5th generation fighter, the F-35B, based at RAF Marham in Norfolk. Also in space and cyber, and to represent that capability in space and cyber, the team have now formed the shape of a spacecraft. This is Apollo. Well, actually 11 pilots. It's 129 just running through today. Myself, Red 10, former Tornado GR4 pilot, former qualified flagships on the Hawk, Team Mark 2. And as I said earlier, this is my 4th and final year on the Red Arrows. And of course we are commanded by Wing Commander Red Arrows, Wing Commander Adam Collins, former Tornado GR4 pilot, former Red 10, former F111 pilot while on exchange with the Royal Australian Air Force. Reds 8 and 9 now move left and right, 6 and 7 split at the rear. Get your cameras ready for a fantastic photo opportunity as Red 1 brings them around to left for the colourful Big Vixen. It's quite hard to see, it's underneath the belly of the aeroplane towards the rear. more brightly. In addition, it disturbs the airflow outside the back of the aeroplane, and that makes the smoke billow a lot more fuller. And therefore, in certain manoeuvres throughout this display, we use that technique to enhance that manoeuvre. Red 1 makes the call. Once again, you'll see Reds 6 and 7 move inside to sit behind Red 1. Reds 8 and 9 sit on trail for undoubtedly the most popular, if not the most popular manoeuvre, the Red Arrows fly. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get your cameras ready. In from the right, this is tornado time!
Look off, nice.
8 and 9, roll goes, Reds 8 and 9, roll around the rest of the formation. We'll watch for the colour change as Red 1 brings them down the line. Keep your eye on Enid to the right-hand side. Red 1 makes the call. Red 5 starts to move in to sit behind Red 1, and Red 4 sits in trail on the rest of Enid. Number 4, roll go. The ball call is made for 4 as he rolls around the rest of the smoke of Enid in the twister. Sat behind Red 1 is Red 5, flight attendant Dusty Wales, known as Dusty. Dusty is in his second year at the team. He's a former Typhoon pilot and served with 3 Squadron. He was an instructor on the Typhoon on 29 Squadron and also a test pilot on 41 Squadron, all based at RAF Coningsby in Lincolnshire. As Enid leaves to the right, look directly to your front. You can see the 4 aircraft of Red 6, 7, 8 and 9. The red and the blue come on from Reds 8 and 9 as they roll around synchro. Get your cameras ready for the Hannah break. Red 6 and 8 to our left-hand side. Red 7 and 9 to our right-hand side. He's a Red 9 coming from the left is travelling over 5. Clacton, ladies and boys and girls, let's give a huge round of applause for wonderful hearts in the skies of Clacton. Well, the show's not over yet. Keep your eye on the synchro pair. In a manoeuvre called the double rolls. Leaving a snake-like smoke trail in the sky in the manoeuvre called the Serpent. Another great opportunity, some white smoke, 1 minute of red smoke and 1 minute of blue smoke. Each of those smoke colours had its own button on the pilot control column. And John was training to red 1 and red 6, caught with a smoke plan, to ensure we have the right colour smoke at the right time in the display and we simply do not run out. Reds 2, 3, 4 and 5 now move up, looking 90 degrees along the shoulder line. Out red 1 pulling up to 4G, an extremely hard formation to maintain. The smoke comes on from the right hand side in the tango.
My car, done.
Red 7 and 8 from the right for the first of our new manoeuvres in 2025. machine to the head. Carries it now to the wall. Negative G into positive G. All the blood in the head now rushing to their feet. They're working hard against the G pants. Keep an eye on red 7 and 8 to the left hand side as they complete the chainsaw. In from the left hand side, Enid, reds 1 through 5. The smoke is on.
2 and 3. Roll.
2 and 3. In red 6 for the second of our new manoeuvres for 2025. Red 6, red 8, red 9, and hiding in the smoke of red 6 is red 7 in the Tempest. I think we have a good time in the future. Thanks for all the support. Goodbye.